Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Total Brohammer here, and as you can see, we got the mighty Sothrel the Everwatcher leading the chaos against the disgusting, putrid Skaven. Alright, so this is actually Game 3 in the YouTuber tournament hosted by Shadow Online Gaming, and my opponent today will be the infamous Gobbo King. Alright, so let's go over some army compositions here. Their links to their channels will be in the description, by the way. So my idea with this army was Skaven have a lot of lightly armored infantry, right? So let's just pick everything that's really good at destroying lightly armored infantry. So over here I got a Chaos Knight with lances along with a Warhammer with poison, another Chaos with lances over here. Got a front line of Chaos Marauders supported by 2 Aspiring Champions, so 3 Chaos Marauders in total. I got 4 Forsaken on the flanks here, as well as 2 Chaos Warriors with great weapons in case he had some Storm Vermin. And I also got, like I said, Sothrel the Everwatcher, who's just like basically a chariot, who's pretty good in melee combat. But Gobbo here, as you can see, he's going really meta with this. He's got 3 Storm Vermin with halberd. He's got 3 Rat Ogres. He's got 3 Clan Rat Spears with shields. He's got 1 Poison Wind Globadier. He's got a Hellpit Abomination and a Plague Priest, as well as a Gracier of Ruin here. So it's gonna be a tough one. So let's go ahead and put it into full gear here, and we're just gonna be charging into the front. So seeing his army, I'm not too afraid of it. I feel like at this point I'm feeling like the cycle charging is gonna be really useful. The only problem that I might have is this Hellpit really these Plague Priests. I'm not even too afraid of the Hellpit Abomination, to be quite honest. Alright, so as you can see, his Rat Ogres, man, the Rat Ogres are an amazing unit. I love them so much. They're so powerful. Go and pop a Transmutation of Lead right here. As you can see, Gobbo's going in with the Gracier of Ruin after these Chaos Warriors with great weapons, as he should. Chaos Warriors with great weapons, I'm sending them after the Storm Vermin, who are going to... at this point, they're trading pretty evenly with the Storm Vermin with halberd. Over here, I'm going to wrap around with some of my Forsaken here and get my Chaos Knights with lances to do some charging around. As well over here, I'm trying to break down these Storm Vermin with halberd. And as you see, I got a Plague of Rust on these guys, so they only have 30 armor, and we're just going to go ahead and absolutely decimate them. So over here, we're breaking through the Clan Rat Spears, easy enough, but now these Rat Ogres are free, and as you see, he's sending them to do some rear charges on my lines on both sides, which is very, very effective here. So we're not doing too much damage to these Plague Priests, and that's going to be a huge problem with us, for us. Gobbo's constantly dropping down these... Ooh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, there goes the FPS. Just incinerating people. Anyway. But, yeah, we're taking care of his infantry easy enough, but the Storm Vermin are just holding out here. I see he's popping some rats right here to block the charge. I don't want these guys to mess with that, so I'm just going to dodge that. Got a good charge on these Rat Ogres over here and absolutely wrecked them. Getting another rear charge into some Rat Ogres. He does counter charge, it looks like, so my Chaos Knights aren't going to do too well here. Gonna be pulling them out in a moment. Bringing back my Chaos Knights here to come hit these Poison Wind Globadiers. I'm gonna throw Sothrel in here. As you can see, we took a lot of damage from those Rat Ogres. We dealt a lot of damage too, though. But these Storm Vermin, I just don't have enough armor piercing to deal with them. So Gobbo definitely taught me some things about how to play the Skaven, right? And I gotta admit, this is a very meta build. Rat Ogres, single entity chariots are all the rage right now. They're very, very good. Gonna get charged with these Rat Ogres here. Doing some pretty damn good damage here. We're gonna get a nice scorch right there, and I can't say I'm doing a really good job at stopping these Poison Wind Globadiers from firing most of the match. They can't really seem to be very cohesive. So we're taking care of all of his infantry, but these Storm Vermin with halberd are just, with the support of the anti-infantry chariots, they're just lasting forever and destroying everything. So as you can see here, I got Sothrel, who's in pretty damn good health right now. I got him over here, hoping I can drop in a Transmutation of Lead, and hoping I can fear and terror off these Rat Ogres, the Plague Priest, and the Gracier over here. So he's on a Screaming Bell, and he's on a Plague Furnace. Are just absolutely destroying my infantry, as well as causing fear and terror. And my Chaos Knights are just being worn down over time. We're going to get charged right here into the Storm Vermin and do some good damage, but they just have so much armor. I do have a Plague of Rust on here so we can get some more, and I do have a lot of infantry coming in too. Looks like he had a miscast of a Scorch right there, but he's still got a bunch of Rat Ogres left. There's Hellpit Abominations in great health, so is his Gracier of Ruin, and so is his Plague Priest over here. So, yeah, we took care of the infantry pretty well, but the storm vermin are much tankier than I expected. And I gotta say, this little blob of storm vermin and the 2 chariots, what I did wrong in this matchup, I think, and you can already see how this is gonna go. If you looked at my army, you can probably spot what I did wrong here. And that is, I didn't bring any single entity killing power. Sartharel is not really all that great at single entity killing power. He can be pretty good if you pop Plague of Rust and Transmutation of Lead on a target. Like, I've had him duke it out with Malekith when he has those spells on, and he's done pretty well for himself. But at this point, I just brought a 2 infantry-centric army, and his army was just made for absolutely wrecking infantry. It was also made for absolutely wrecking large, because of the Hellpit Abominations, the Poison Wind Globadiers, and the Stormburn with Halberd. So a really smart army choice from the Gobbo King here, and you know what? This really taught me how to build Skaven armies. I gotta admit, I was on ladder. I was just fighting people who were bringing a bunch of light infantry and not a lot of single entity chariots, maybe some doom wheels. But yeah, this is definitely how you need to do it, and it's just an extremely smart build if you ask me. Very competitive. He just kicked my ass here. I mean, I gave him a good fight, destroyed most of his infantry here, and got his lords down to about half health, but it's just not enough here. As you can see here, it's the writings on the wall. I'd have to cycle charge these guys for days to kill them with the Chaos Knights I have left, and the Hellpit Abomination is putting some good damage onto Sartharel here. Not to mention he's knocking them over. And the Rat Ogre charges, what is the charge bonus on this guy? Only 46? But man, I gotta say, oh jeez, let's watch this right here. Oh my gosh, just the impetus. Got some hounds coming in, who apparently I forgot the entire battle, which is unfortunate. Being a bit of a noob there, but we're coming in and we're gonna absolutely destroy these Rat Ogres. But this Hellpit Abomination is taking very little damage from Sartharel over here, so I'm just pulling them away. Gonna try to charge into here while these Storm Vermin are not braced, is what I'm trying to say. I do have a lot of infantry coming back, so right now I'm thinking I still might have a chance, but the Fear and Terror starts taking hold, and Sartharel is really low now. These guys are just under half health, and there goes the army losses. Because he's got all of his important units still alive. And that's all it took. So I got Sartharel over here, and I'm going to go ahead and concede defeat at that point. Because I know I have lost. But a very good game to Gobbo King. I loved his army pick, and I definitely learned from this, guys. You need single entity. I mean, it sounds obvious, and it is. But I just wasn't thinking on this one. Look at these Storm Vermin with Howard, 106 kills. Rat Ogres across them all just doing immense damage. 109 kills on the Plague Priest here. Grace Ruin with 56. Yeah, I gotta say, smart. Really smart. My army was smart if he had brought a very lightly armored, very large Skaven army. In, you know, a Skaven army that is thematic. But this was a tournament match, so I should have been paying more attention to what I chose. But anyway, a great game to Gobbo King, and that's going to be all for this one, guys. This is John Don for Total Brohammer, signing out.